Y'all now tuned in to After Hours. Let me get myself straight right quick. Let me get y'all a good thumbnail ready. Hold on. Let me get the thumbnail ready because we finna go down through there. We definitely finna go down through there. If you tuning in right now and you on the live, we finna definitely go down through there. If you ain't on the live and you catching this the next day, give me 5 seconds. And let me go on. Let me get it together. Let me get it together. There you go. I'm straight. I'm straight. I'm straight. I will wait for some people to get up in this room, but I ain't finna do it. Y'all will catch it when y'all catch it. The first time my daddy told me to get out of his house. This is for all the parents. This is for all the youngsters that's out there that's listening. Man, life be lifing. Life be lifing for real. Hold on, let me get this. Let me. Had to do my confirmation on my audio on the playback. I know the audio right because I got to make sure I'm right so y'all can be right when y'all receive this. You know what I'm saying? First time my old man told me to get out of his house. And this for all the parents, all the young people out there, you know what I'm saying, that's going through something in life or whatever, no matter what age you is, no matter what. But I'm talking to the young people that's listening. If you're a parent or whatever, you may want to share this video. You know what I'm saying, to your kids or whatever. I don't know. You know, however you receive it, however the spirit hits you, however it moves you, you make that decision. But here it is, you know what I'm saying? First time old man told me to get out of his house. This is in 1997. I'm going to Riddle Ridge High School. Played basketball. Y'all ain't tapped into the men's sports show. Tap into the men's sports show. I talk. Me and Q go back and forth on our old basketball, high school, little day, career days or whatever, whatever. But I played sports and whatnot, and you know, no pass, no play. I was affected by that. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I was affected by that because I was a class clown. I wasn't putting in the work. Just to be honest, I wasn't putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? I realized that now I wasn't putting in the work, but back then I ain't realized I wasn't putting in the work. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I get kicked out of high school, Riddle Ridge High School. Get kicked out. Shout out to Charles Pope, Mr. Pope. Can't say that man ruined my life. You know what I'm saying? He may have saved my life. However you want to look at it. I disagree with him kicking me out of school. I disagree with no pass, no play. But that's my opinion, and we getting that to another day. Anyway, get kicked out of Riddle Ridge High School. I go to GED school, the Power Center on South Post Oak, Fondren and Maine. You know what I'm saying? Right there by Fiesta. If y'all from Houston, bam. So I started going to the Power Center. The Power Center was cool. It was free. That's the craziest part about it. It was free back then. They giving you a free chance to get a GED. I got my GED in 6 months in the penitentiary. This way after the Power Center. I get my GED when I'm 30 years old. I could have got it when I was 16. The whole high school thing. GED was easy as I don't know what, right? But at the Power Center, I wasn't even trying to pay attention to learn it. You know what I'm saying? Don't know what I can really say what was going on with me. I think I was just trying to find myself as a young man. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with all kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody different. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't the most populist person in high school. I wasn't the person that get to get the girls and all that. You know what I'm saying? Like I had buck teeth when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying? I, truth be told, I'm a shy. Like I'm shy, but I'm not shy. You know what I'm saying? But the man I'm developing in to today is I'm just me. But a lot of people don't get that at 16 years old. A lot of people don't get that until they 20 years old, 25 years old, 30 years old, 40 years old, whatever walk of life you at. They might not get it. You get it when you get it. You know what I'm saying? But, I used to put on, not being fraud when I say put on, but, you know, I get talked about. Big teeth, you know what I'm saying? Dressing, how all that old kind of stuff. Wasn't the flyest nigga in school. That's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's just my mind. I'm telling you where I came from. You know what I'm saying? Like I wasn't no hoe. Wasn't none of that going on. But at the same time, it just that's what it was. So when I'm going to GED school, I ain't I'm not putting in the work focusing on my GED like I supposed to, like I focused on my GED when I was locked up in the penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realize how dumb I looked by not getting this simple ass test to pass. Right? A lot of people don't get that. My old man kicked me out the house. Why he kicked me out the house? Because I kind of stopped going to GED school after I got kicked out of high school. Once he discovered that, he told me, man, you're going to have to get up out of here. You're going to have to get up out of here. Big facts. You got to get up out of here. It ain't gonna shake. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you wrong. Man, I ain't number 16. But at the same time, I'm not just sad he kicking me out because I know I'm messing up. But at the same time, I know that, man, it's here it is. Because for some reason, I'm not getting what I'm supposed to be getting at home to make me feel like I'm going from a boy to a man. That's me. That's my personal experience. I don't feel like I'm getting that at home. That way I feel like I'm going to a bar from a man. Why? Okay, we can go there. My old man was a great RIP to my dad and my pops, man. A great father, great father. The thing that we go through, what we was going through back then, 9-7, man, my old man worked his ass off. He working in the ports down at Ship Channel. So he getting up at 3 in the morning. He may not be home till midnight. You know what I'm saying? He putting in extra hours, all that. Guess what? That's a whole day where I ain't getting taught, how to be no man like that. My T lady, RIP to my T lady, wonderful T lady. Guess what? She got to get up and go to work in the morning too. By the time she get off, it's 6 o'clock in the evening. I can I can literally get up, start getting ready for school. They going to work, not even go to school, and act like I went to school, and they come home, and it's all good. Cause we wasn't getting them phone calls. Hey, your son didn't come to school today. That wasn't going on back then. I ain't making no excuse for the era I grew up in, but that wasn't going on. It did start going on late, but that wasn't going on like that back then. Okay, so bam. Fast forward. My old man tell me get out of his house. My big brother, finally, he not in the penitentiary. Shout out to my big brother, my big homie, my OG. You know what I'm saying? That I love, look up to for a whole lot of stuff. Been looking up to. You know what I'm saying? He was always locked up when I was in my young adolescent years. Just this time, he so happened to have been out the penitentiary. When I get kicked out the house, my old man told me to get out. He kind of see, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, man, my little brother kind of, you know what I'm saying? What's going on with him messing up? This and that, woo, 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 woo. Bam. My other oldest brother, he in the military, he in Germany. I pretty much not putting no witch collar on me. It may be a kid out there, maybe somebody out there going through something similar. I pretty much had to make society raise me, the streets, because at the same time, my parents raised me. They did a great job, not taking nothing from them. You know what I'm saying? But their time was at their job, which their time had to be to their job, because at the end of the day, that's what's keeping a roof and food on the table. You gotta respect that. But you don't realize until you get older, till you start having to play that role. You know what I'm saying? Some people gotta play that role earlier than others. Big facts. So anyway, my old man say get out. My brother called his partner. Now, my brother about 7 years older than me, so I'm 16 at the time. So my brother's like 23, 24, right? So he called his partner. He said, "Man, my little brother just got kicked out the highs. He ain't got nowhere to go because I'm really kind of sitting out on the curb outside on the street. Man, he ain't got nowhere to go, man. You think he can come chill at your apartment? You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. Super Dave, another one of my big homies, big brother, finna be out the feds. You know what I'm saying? He be home next year. Come scoop me up. Man, I got it. You know what I'm saying? I already knew Super Dave from my brother, him and them hanging out this and that, but now I'm finna really get to know Super Dave. You know what I'm saying? We shoot the Greens Point. He's staying in Greens Point. Mind you, I'm in Mo City. We shoot straight to the north side, straight to Greens Point. He got an apartment right there, Imperial Valley, Greens Road, Deer Creek Apartments, name of the apartment right there with the Popeye chicken. If y'all from Greens Point or you know that area, woo woo, you know what I'm talking about. Right there, Deer Creek Apartments. So we there, mind you, we used to be on the game playing Sega, playing NBA Live, but Dave, he had a job. He was working at Central Freight, driving forklift. Dave probably like 24, 25, same age my brother, but woo woo. I'm 16 years old. This how I thought though. When Dave used to get up and go to work, he working 12-hour shifts. Sometimes he working 16-hour shifts. I'm at the apartment by myself. Guess what I do? I pick up a green sheet. I start looking for me a job. I ain't number 16. Who the hell gonna hire me? I don't know, but I just start looking for me a job. I think that's the right thing to do. I get hired at this security company, right? What was the name of that company? Massive Security Company, something like that, right? So I start working for this security company, Massive Security Company, at Mel Far Forward. If y'all know anything about Mel Far Forward is right there on Little York and Hirsch. No, not Little York and Hirsch. Little York and da 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 da. Right there by 59, right off 59. Little York and 59. Matter of fact, that's where it's at. Little York and 59 on the north side. Mel Far Forward. If anybody know anything about that back in the game, you know where I'm at. You know what I'm talking about. Mel Far Forward. So bam, working at Mel Far Forward. I guess I'm working night shift overnight, watching cars. I only worked there for 2 weeks. Never forget this. So I found the job through a green sheet. Dave, you know what I'm saying? Days he ain't got to go to work, he'll drop me out, pick me up from work. Real brother, you know what I'm saying? 24, 25 years old. This the type of note he was on. When he was 24, 25 years old, had his own apartment, whatnot. Bam, picking me up, drop me out from work when he could. Other days he couldn't, I'm catching the bus. Man, I remember I get my first check. Get my first check. Dude paid me $150, right? I've been working every day for 2 weeks at night shift. I'm at this car lot overnight, 16 years old, watching all these cars, brand new cars. This is a real car lot. I'm not talking about no mom and pop car lot. Anybody know about Mel Far Forward? You know what I'm talking about. I worked as a security guard there overnight at 16 years old. If you know, you know. Man, to get my check, it was $150, right? I knew something. Well, I knew it wasn't right, but he didn't hand it to me personally because I'm working night shift. So all he did was just left it at the job, like under a little desk or whatever. I just get it out the desk. Man, Dave come pick me up from work. He was like, "Man, how much your check was?" I'm like, "Man, it was 150." Man, he went slap the f off. Man, call that nigga right now. Call old buddy. Nah, hell nah. Woo woo, he get to getting on old boy. Man, how the hell you gonna work somebody woo, and you give him $150? Man, how the hell nigga gonna what nigga gonna do with $150? He worked for 2 weeks straight every day. No, he going in, right? We went to the crib. He was like, man, don't go back up there no more. Nah, you good. Bam. So now I'm back, no job, sitting in the apartment, waiting on Dave to come home from work because he the breadwinner. It's like, but I don't want to live like that. I gotta, so I'm finna just sit in this apartment all day long. I ain't got no money. I'm waiting for this nigga to go to work. He come home. This nigga for the save the day eat some noodles because we scrapping in there. We ain't got. You want to borrow some noodles or you want to go to the store and steal you something and eat. Like, it's get it how you live in that apartment. Bam. I don't want to live like that. So bam. So this how I get introduced to it trying to sell some crack, right? Which was never my thing. In on the north side in Greenspoint. And my nigga Marty, right? Shout out to Marty. I don't know where Marty at right now. This is who I meet, you know what I'm saying, while I'm down there. Dave, I already kind of knew him anyway because he stayed like around the way. He used to pull up, smoke some weed or whatever. Bam, he was my age though. So Marty, he from out there. His little thing was he used to sell a little crack out there, whatever. But I guess he was going through his little hard times. So he was like, man, we need to get a 50 pack or a quarter or something, you know what I'm saying? We come up. He already had the licks. I don't know nothing about it, you know what I'm saying? It's really I know about it, but I don't know about it like how, I don't, for the clientele and then the overnight work, you know what I'm saying? Just when I say overnight work, like putting it in work overnight. Like we riding the bike over here, riding the bike over there, walking over here, walking over there. It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, just kicking it over here out that part of the grind. You know what I'm saying? So man, I'm doing that. I'm messing with Marty, woo, 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 woo. And this is when I see stuff a lot different. So Dave, because I done ran through that $150. So Dave, we pitching the play to Dave, man. Look, we can get a little quota or whatever. You give us the money to get a quota. You know what I'm saying? We good, man. Marty, we gonna woo 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 woo. Dave gonna give us the money. Bam. Me and Marty, we go get the quota. I don't really know. Marty got all the licks, so I'm just, man, look, bam, bam, bam. But Marty kind of, he a little sharper. You know what I'm saying? I ain't sharper than he is in that area. So he a little sharper. He hitting the licks. You know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. But he cuffing the money, right? He ain't really being honest with the money. He chunking nigga a little something, woo, woo, but it's not chunking no money like that. So bam, nigga, Dave one night, he just, we playing the game, and Dave was just like, man, they like, man, hell nah, nigga. What, man? What's up with the money I gave you for the quarter work? You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo. Like, nigga, you ain't came to me and told me nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo. And Marty, he come with all kind of excuses. I'm like, yeah, for real, man. You know what I'm saying? Woo, 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 woo. So Marty, he come with a little excuse. Dave was like, nigga, fuck, I ought to beat your head. Nigga, you ain't said no woo. You gonna come around here talking shit, playing the game. Who the fuck you supposed to be? You know what I'm saying? So, Marty kind of like buck up today, man. Y'all, Marty, if you listening, you know this is true though. Man, Dave beat the dog shit out of Marty in that apartment, right? I never forget this day. I'm talking about beat the dog shit out of Marty. Me, I got a message in this though. I don't think I'm just glorifying the streets. I got a message in this though, man. But Dave beating him up, Marty woo woo woo, he bloody everything, man. And I just seen in that instance right there that Marty probably didn't realize what he was doing, but keeping it real go a long way, bro. And sometimes you have to get taught that. And I already had that instilled in me with keeping it real. But what I didn't have instilled in me was keeping it real to the point where I'm staying true to myself. And staying true to myself is, bro, my parents ain't happy with me. Like it's something not right because my parents ain't happy. I got kicked out the house. It gotta be something I ain't doing right. Cause I know for it, without a doubt, they love me. You know what I'm saying? And it's not the fact that they looking at me like I ain't doing something right. they looking at me like, man, get your life together, bro. Because at the end of the day, you got a long life to live on this earth if you blessed enough to live it. You got a long life to live. So those were the little lessons I was getting out of this. You know what I'm saying? I got the lesson from my late my old man, them kicking me out the highs, no matter they was at work all day or whatever. They were just trying to instill in me like, bro, you got a life to live out here. One day, if you lucky, you gonna get to be my age. And at this rate you going, nah, it ain't gonna something. It ain't gonna be right. You gonna either be a bum, a dope fiend, dead in a penitentiary, something. Cause right now you on some cluck shit. You ain't got nothing going on. You ain't going to school. You don't want to go to GED school. I can see if you was just out here, and even if you was just in the streets hustling, making money, it's another lesson for that. But I ain't have nothing going on. You just clowning. You just dry not going to school. You just dry smoking weed. You just dry ain't got nothing going on with yourself. Not realizing that, hey, life gonna start life, bro, whether you know it or not. He know it because he already at that age. That's the lesson I got with my old man there. The lesson I got from the Marty situation, Dave beating, him and they having that altercation was, man, even if you still in the streets, this and that, a lot of people get took down because you just don't even keep it 100. You just lying. You just not even keeping it 100. Like keeping it 100 will take you a long way, a long way if you in the streets. You know what I'm saying? I ain't encouraging nobody to be in those streets, but like if you in the streets and you ain't even keeping it 100, you gonna have a rough time. That's a big fact. A rough time. Anyway, the tripped out part about Dave and Marty fight. Marty busted up, bleeding all over the place. We stay in the upstairs apartment. So Marty like, I'll be back, I'll be back. You know, that he's stumbling down the stairs. I ain't gonna lie, my friend, I kind of feel bad for Marty because he's stumbling. Nigga down there finna fall down the stairs. So I'm like helping him, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. And man, this man get down the stairs, bro. It's a lady in a green van. I never forget this. She come flying through the parking lot and bam, hit Marty with her car, bro, with the van. I'm like, whoa, this man then got into a fight and got the and got kind of dude got the best of him to walk down the stairs and you stumbling and some lady just driving not even paying no attention hit you with her car and knock you loose. I'm like, and I'm talking about, man, this man on the ground hollering, his face all bloody, he on the ground hollering. I'm standing over him like, dog, you all right, bro? Woo, 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 woo. I'm like, man, call the ambulance. The lady keep going. The lady keep going. That's I ain't bullshit. The lady keep going. I probably would have kept going too. Back of the gap. Not now, but I'm saying back then I probably was in the same thing. She probably was drunk. I don't know what was up with her. But she kept going, right? Lady kept going. I'm like, damn, man, like we gotta woo woo. So Dave, cause we messed with Marty, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like Marty just wasn't no partner or nothing. They just got into it. So Dave was like, damn, he good, you know what I'm saying? Woo, woo, woo. So I'm like, man, call the ambulance, bro. Like, call the ambulance, call some help. Nigga, this nigga hurt. You know what I'm saying? So I end up calling, getting the phone, call the ambulance, Laos or whatever. So Laos get ready to pull up. This is my first lesson of don't talk to the police. This is my real first lesson of do not talk to the police. So Laos pull up. So Dave, he just tell me, he was like, oh, when he seen the law, he was like, oh, no, I'm gone. I don't talk to no police. Hell no, I'm gone. But me, I'm like, man, this nigga just laying on the ground. Like, I really on some Sharif shit. Like, hold on, nigga, he bleed, man. I'm not gonna leave him. I don't know. I'm 16. I'm not gonna leave this nigga on the ground like this. This nigga is this nigga is fucked up. So I'm like, man, I ain't gonna leave him then, bro. Go on do your thing. He like, I ain't talking to Law. Forget that. Laws pull up for the ambulance. All of a sudden now the ambulance pull up. Lyles want to know what happened. Woo, 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 woo. I was just like, man, he got hit by a car. I don't know what's going on. Woo woo. I just know he got hit by a car. He was laying on the ground. So man, Lyles like, okay, how'd you get hit by a car? Woo woo woo. That don't add up to me like how you get hit by a car and all that. But all right, cool. Man, they questioning. They coming at him like he in the wrong for get hit by a car. You know what I'm saying? Talking to him. That's what I don't understand. So bam, and I ain't even. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I ain't gonna even lie. I'm telling the lie, man. The lady in the green van, she was riding. She bam hit him, and she kept going. I told him that. I don't give it. So that's another thing. Niggas don't want to keep it 100. I'm gonna keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? I did say that. I don't know, man. My partner got hit by a car. I'm telling him, woo, 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 woo. What's going on? It wasn't like we was in no street shit or nothing, man. The man got hit by a car. The lady kept going. So you know what the law tell me? What's your name? He like flipped the script. Like I'm like, damn, what my name? Like, am I on the investigation? So I'm like, man, I'm telling my name. Woo, 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 woo. He was like, where do you live? I don't want to point to the apartment because I know we been smoking weeds, all kind. I'm just not pointing to the apartment. I'm like, man, I'm just coming to visit my partner. Who you coming to visit? Man, I'm like, with him. You know, I'm just giving him a run around, this and that. Man, tell me why I go to jail for trespass. That's crazy. Matter of fact, matter of fact, I got the age wrong. I was 17. I think I turned 17 now because this the time frame such. But the reason why I know I was 17 because I went to the city. I went to the city jail in Houston. So I was 17. I know I wasn't 18 though. I went to the city jail in Houston, 17 years old. And the game was with that was, man, when you go to court, just tell them time served. They're gonna let you go home that day because I guess they be so packed. So I spent like a 1 day in that, and well, like a half a day, and went to court that night. Everybody was like, man, just tell them. They were telling me, lacing me up, man, just tell them, no contest or something, and they gonna give you time served, and you gonna go home. Like, don't try to say you want to go to trial or whatever. He's like, just tell them no contest, plead guilty, and they gonna let you go home that day. And that's what I went and did, bro. But the message in that story is, man, life be lifing, bro. No matter what you going through in life right now, you know what I'm saying? If you live to wake up and see that next morning, get on your knees and say, thank you, Lord. After hours, man. Got some more stuff, stories coming for y'all. I don't know, man. Y'all tap in, though. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Holla back.